Dear learners, today we are going to see criteria for selection of a research problem. The learning objectives are understanding the external criteria for selection of research problem, understanding the internal criteria for selection of research problem with suitable illustrations and examples. Criteria for selection of research problem is categorized into two criteria. One is external criteria and internal criteria. The external criteria are novelty, significance of the problem, availability of data, availability of techniques and apparatus, availability of cooperation, aim and level of research, availability of guidance. The internal criteria are interest towards the problem, research competency and knowledge, experience and creativity, courage and confidence, time and financial factors. We will see one by one with suitable examples and illustrations. The novelty and significance of the problem. The important external criteria of research problem. Novelty is nothing but new, unique, unusual. So your research problem must be new one, and it must be significant, it must be contributive, it must be beneficial for the society. Say for example, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam and his team worked hard to produce orthosis caliber that weighed almost one-tenth of a weight of those that were available in the market. These flow reaction calibers made movement and walking less painful for patients with motor disabilities, allowing them to walk more freely and fluidly without much help. So the novel idea of APJ Abdul Kalam is to produce the orthosis calibers with less weight so that the beneficiaries, especially the patients with motor disabilities, can wear this caliber and they can walk freely without need of much help from others. So the research is very novel and also is significant. So in that way, your research must be new and contributive for the society and others. Another example for novelty and significance. The research done on cycling. The solid rear wheel reduces the air current eddies, which slows down the cyclist at high speed. What do you mean by air current? A mass of air moving from one area to another. What do you mean by eddies? A circular movement of water or air or smoke causing a small whirlpool. At top speed, the cyclist, 90% of the cyclist and elite cyclist energy is used for countering the air resistance. Cycling behind a competitor or teammate or drafting can reduce drag on a cyclist by up to 38%. Standard racing handlebars of the time contributed to 10% of drag created by the bicycle 38%. The three-spoked wheels that allow air to pass through them are favored for outdoor races. So the design of the cycle is very novel. At the same time, it helps to reduce the eddies of air current so that the cyclist speed cannot be hindered by the air resistance. So the novelty and significance is one of the major criteria for selecting the research problem. The next criteria is availability of data. Say for example, if you want to do a case study on Mahendra Singh Dhoni, you have to check whether the data about Mahendra Singh Dhoni is available in the official websites, the official literatures, the official sources. If the data is available, very well you can proceed the case study on Mahendra Singh Dhoni. The data can be interpreted and the new dimensions or the new inferences can be derived out of the data available about the contributions and achievements of Mahendra Singh Dhoni. The next criteria is availability of techniques and apparatus. Say for example, if you want to do a research on the muscle fiber types, What are the muscle fiber types? The fast twitch fibers and slow twitch fibers. The fast twitch muscle fiber is anaerobic in nature, pale in color, low blood supply, fatigue rapidly, low number of capillaries, and low number of mitochondria. Whereas the slow twitch fibers are aerobic in nature, red in color, high blood supply, fatigue slowly, high number of capillaries, and high number of mitochondria. The fast twitch muscle fiber suitable for sprinters, whereas the slow twitch fibers are for marathon runners and long distance runners. To test that, you need some of the apparatus, some of the equipment, whether that equipment and techniques are available. Whether you are going for skin punch biopsy or the muscle biopsy, whether the technique is available, whether you are able to do the test, or whether the trained person is available to test and to use the technique. So check whether the techniques and the apparatus are available. If it is available, very well, you can proceed with your research. The next one is availability of cooperation. Say for example, see the picture. The anaerobic test, the Margaria-Kalman test may be available in your nearby institutions or nearby department. You need the cooperation from the particular department to use the particular facilities. So check whether you are able to get the cooperation to get the data or to conduct the research in the particular field or particular area. So if it is there, if you are able to get the cooperation, you can very well proceed with your research, or else you have to rethink and redesign your research process so that you can do your research and you can solve your research problem. The next external criteria is aim and level of research. In the academic research, the levels are undergraduate, postgraduate, MPhil, PhD, and postdoctoral. The different level decides the aim of research. The exposure given to the undergraduate student is differ from the PhD scholar. So the aim of the research is one of the factor, one of the criteria in deciding your research problem. The next external criteria is availability of guidance. You may need some of the expert guidance for your academic research. The expert may be from the particular field of sports science, particular field from physical education, exercise physiology, or sports biomechanics, or sports sociology. You have to wait for their exact guidance. So the selecting the guidance is one of the criteria for selection of your research problem. So suitable guidance is available means you can able to solve your research question in a fruitful manner. Now we'll move on to the internal criteria. The first one is interest towards the research problem. The interest of the research scholar decides the research problem. So you may be interested in some of the specialized area. It may be your sports physiotherapy, it may be yoga therapy, it may be on-field sports injury management. So the interest of the research scholar decides the research topic. The next internal criteria is research competency and knowledge. The research competency and knowledge of the research scholar decides the research problem. Say for example, the competency is consist of the skill, experience and knowledge, and also the attitude. So the attitude towards the research, the ability to handle the research decides the research topic. And the knowledge, the educational background, the information he is able to get, the experience what he had, the learning opportunities he has given, the ability to analyze, the ability to draw solutions also helps him to locate his research topic. So the research competency and knowledge is one of the important internal criteria in deciding the research topic. The next criteria is experience and creativity. The knowledge of the research scholar, the experience of the research scholar, and also the creativity of the research scholar helps him to locate new research problem. The new research problem may be a novel one, maybe a socially beneficial one. So the experience and the creativity of the research scholar decides the research problem. The courage and confidence are considered as one of the important internal criteria in deciding the research problem. See the picture. Mary Kom completed only school education, mother of two children, and she is able to achieve a lot in the sports. And now she is able to become a superintendent of police sports section. It is because of her courage and confidence shown in the sports training and in the sports achievement in the international arena. The same way, the researcher must have a courage and confidence to approach the research problem and to solve the research problem. Time and financial factor, especially in the academic degrees, when you are allowed to do research, it is time bound. Say, for example, it may be with the limitation of one semester, 90 days. It may be a duration of 2 years if it is a doctoral research, or 3 years for a doctoral research, or 5 years for a postdoctoral research. So, the academic degrees and related research are time bound. So, you must be able to complete the research in time bound manner. Same time, some of the financial factors of the researcher may also affect the selection of research topics. So, according to the finance availability of the researcher or the funding procedures available from the institution or from the some of the agencies decides the selection of research problem. If we having the more financial assistance from the agencies, he can take a more fruitful research topic. Otherwise, he has to limit his topic to the finance available within his personal resources. Hope you are able to understand the criteria for selection of a research problem. Thank you. If you have doubt, you can contact me in the given address. Bye.